Hello everybody and welcome back to Stone Valley. So, from last time we completed this sunflower contract, the one Nikki was doing. Now, this is the one that I was doing, which you saw in the first episode. This is the barley one. So let's have a go. Let's turn on the straw swath. Let's get that enabled. And let's go and complete this one. So when we've done this, we then got to try and find out, what are we going to do about carrots? We've got to find a way and see if I've got an idea of what we're going to do, the harvester that we're going to get for that one, but I just need to double check. I've never done carrots before. We've also got to get a tractor as well. We're going to find ourselves a nice tractor. And we've got to get the combine. Not the combine. We've got to get the trailer, the front loader. I'm going to go for the one I think that's got wings on. Would you say? Yes, it's a little bit cheaty, but I mean, come on. The wings, it looks cool. So we can get up all this straw. And then do we sell it? Do we bale it? Or do we just hold on to it? Because at some point we are going to get some animals on this farm. I think it might be a good idea to hold on to it because it's always handy. And then if we need to get rid of it, we can either sell it loose, but I think we get more money for bales. So we'll just bale it up. I think that's the best option. It always comes in handy because you need it for the food as well for the animals. Now, the size of these fields, we're definitely going to get a nice amount of it. Plus, we need to work out as well what we're going to get for animals. What we're going to go for animal-wise. We can get pigs on here, we can get sheep, we can get cows. Ooh, missed a little bit there. Back it up a bit. What are we going to start with? Feel free, leave the comments below and let us know what we're going to start with. But I don't think we're going to be short for money. As you can see at the minute, just shy of 2.2 million. In the last episode, we picked up a nice extra of £136,000 for getting rid of the sunflowers in that contract. And we obviously get money from the contract, which we still got to get yet. We got this as a contract we're doing as well on here. So we just got to go through the barley. When we've done the barley, we'll get the straw, but we've got to make sure we get the straw before we complete the contract. If not, I've done that mistake before. Because if you go and complete the contract, because technically it's a slight little mod that allows you to pick the straw up. But if you go and complete the contract before you get the straw will suddenly disappear and you'll come back to hoover it up and you'll be like, oh, it's gone. So if you're doing the same, just make sure it's a PC mod only. So just make sure that you do get the straw up first before you complete the contract. Otherwise, you'll come back and you'll be like, oh, well, there's a lot of money's worth gone. Trust me, I made that mistake. I've made that mistake more than one occasion. Would you believe it? I don't seem to learn my lesson. Again, you just naturally kind of go for it, don't you? You think, oh, let's complete the contract and all's good. But no, I've made this mistake before. So, what we've got to do then, once we get this up, we've then got to try and find a nice little way to get carrots. I really want to know how many carrots are we going to get. Never done them before. Never harvested carrots. Are we going to get a nice amount? It came in the field that we bought with the plot of land. And then what are we going to put back in that field? Do we put carrots back in there? Do we explore with other things? I mean, obviously, we've not got anything to plant with. We've not got any seed ears. We've got nothing. We got rid of all the equipment that was here. The only thing we got, or we kept, was the unit. We've got a new trailer that's got some serious capacity in it. We've got the combine and the two headers, as you've seen in the last episode, the corn header and the sunflower header, and then this one, which does everything else. But obviously this combine doesn't do carrots, so we need a new bit of equipment. Do we buy the equipment? Are we planning on doing them again? I think we've got to do them again. We've definitely got to do the extras. Carrots. I think there's clover, alfalfa. You know, I'm not even sure what alfalfa is. And I'm not sure how we get any of these up. We've got onions on this map as well. We've definitely got to give some of these a go because we've not played a map that's got onions and carrots and alfalfa and extras like that. So we've definitely got to do that. So let's crack on with this. I'm going to complete this field, which shouldn't take us too long. Complete this, we'll get the straw, we'll go buy ourselves a new tractor, and we'll get the trailer, the front loader with the nice big wings on it. We'll come and hoover this up, and then we'll look at tackling some carrots. So let's do this. So that's the barley field done and dusted, just minus a little bit. Just couldn't quite get it. It's a little bit too big there. Barley field done and dusted. That's another contract down, so things are looking good now. We've got to get the straw up. We've got to tip this as well. Now, if I'm right, I think this was the south point. Is this the south point as well? We'll go double check that just to make sure. Now, what do we do as well? Do we save any of the little excess bits in here? Or do we just go and let it all go? South point. Yes. Okay, let's go. What do you think then? Do we go and sell everything? Do we allow it all to go through and then sort of get the money for ourselves? I mean, we've not really got much equipment, have we? We've still got to buy a lot of things. What do you think? We've got to get ourselves a new tractor. We've got to get the trailer to pick up the straw. So let's go and see. This will complete the contract. I think we'll let it all go because we've got... There's a wall there. We've got carrots to try and fit in the silo. And I've got a feeling that's going to be a lot more than we can actually handle in the silo. So let's all this go. That was really quick. 30,000 extra on that. That's not bad at all, that. So we can now go in and actually collect the contracts and get a bit more from them as well. So that's that one and that's that one. You see, what have I just done? This is the mistake I've said that I've done before. Get carried away, collect the contracts. And that contract now, the straw, has disappeared. See what I mean? Well, I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose to show you that's what happens if you make that mistake. I've done that many times. That ain't going to be the last time I've done that. Where you go and press collect contract. Because you're in there already collecting other contracts. And you think, no, I'm just going to go and do that. Yeah, that's why you don't go and do that. Okay. So. We've not got to worry about trying to come back for straw now. It's not an issue. There's plenty of fields, there's plenty of contracts we can do on here. There's plenty of time to get some straw. All these fields are a fair size, so it's not gonna be much. We're not gonna be short. We've got plenty of time before we get animals on board anyway, so we're okay. Let's go take this back. We need to now have a look. I suppose we can save ourselves a bit of money now. We haven't got to worry too much about a tractor at the minute, because we've got to have a look and see if we can find something that's going to do carrots. Carrots are just coming up just here on the right. That's our field full of carrots. What do you think? How many is going to be in there? I think there's going to be a nice amount in here. I really do. So let's go park this up then. Let's just randomly park. Ooh, Nicky's truck's kicking about. Let's go park that up here. Get it out of the way for now. I'm going to go back and get the combine, bring that back as well, and then we'll take a look and see what we're going to do, what bit of equipment we're going to buy, and we'll start tackling carrots. Never done carrots before, so I really have no idea how much to expect. Sure, we'll find out as soon as we go in and we connect this up. Let's get it on there. Let's fold it up. That's it's an interesting combination of colours. I fully understand that. But the headers only do certain things, so this only does carrots. So if we just go for a standard black and then we need to get one to do potatoes and other things, we're not really going to be able to work out what's what, are we? So if we go for orange, at least we stand a bit of an idea. Ooh, we're going to have to cut across the corner here. Okay, let's just unfold this back again. Let's have a go, shall we, and see. What do you think? Put in the comments below and see what we're going to go for. It is a fair size. But I don't know. I just know if it's potatoes, I know it absolutely hoovers up a lot. Are carrots going to be the same? I'm going to say... I'm going to go for 500,000 litres. Is that a bit much? Could be a bit much, that could. Could be a little bit keen, that. Let's see. But you've got to bear in mind, this also came from the game as well, so there's no fertilizing state on this at all, which means we're not going to be... Oh, I'm missing some already for this. We're not going to be quite as good as it would be if we actually planted it ourselves. That first pass is 18,830. Ooh, could I have gone a bit overestimated here? Tell you what, this thing's rapid. Okay, let's just have a go and see if we can try and hoover the edges without missing too much. Oh dear. Okay, we don't need to do 2 meter lines. Let's just zoom around. Ooh, back it up a bit, back it up a bit. Got to get every bit in. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to put carrots back in here. Well, let's just see how we get on, I think. Let's just go and try and go around the edges. Do you know what? I could be close. We're already at over 50,000. Maybe carrots are a bit like sugar beet and potatoes. Maybe we are going to get a lot. Well, let's see. The equipment cost is about 600,000. Are we going to get our money back just on this one field or not? Well, we'll soon find out, shall we? So, I'm going to crack on, get this done. I'll see you at the end to find out what our total is for the whole field. And our grand total then, 373,000 litres of carrots. Okay, so I might have been a little bit off. The 500,000 I said might have been a little bit keen there, but I was definitely heading the right way. That's still some amount of carrots, that is. Now, what are we going to get for this? Do we store or do we sell? I think sell. I think we need to sell them, so let's just see. Are we going to be able to get this in Nicky's truck? What do you think? Does Nicky's truck support carrots? That's the new one on me, actually. Well, we're about to find out anyway. Let's put that out there. And let's just tab across. Open the cover. It does as well. So 74%, 373,000 litres of carrots. Now, do we sell or do we store? What's the price like? 787. And you know what? I think on this occasion, I think we're gonna let's store them because I want to have a test of this. Now we're gonna have to be careful with this one because we're gonna take the roof off if we're not careful. Can we get in? Are we going to wipe the roof off? Pretty carefully, aren't we? Let's just see. I think we're going to wipe the roof out if we're not careful. Talk about parking. It fits in there just nice. So let's store them for a rainy day. At least we know this smart looking silo works. So part of our land then we get field 8, which has got carrots in. What do we put back in there? Leave them in the comments below and let me know what do you want to put back in there. We've got a lot more equipment to buy and plenty more fields that we can purchase. And some of these are, I mean, look at 29 and 31. Plenty more that we can do on here as well. We're also going to get some animals. There's a load of contracts going on. Ooh, barley field 10. What's field 10? Where's field 10? Oh, field 10's that one there. Ooh, that's a weird shape, isn't it? Right around the pig farm as well. So that's another big field. So if we want some straw, we aren't going to worry too much, like I said. We've got plenty. Plenty we can get on here. Do we get some piggies? Do we get cows? What are we going to go for? Well, there's plenty of time to get all these. This is it. This is it. This is a field and a half. Wow. So I wasn't too worried about the straw disappearing earlier. My mistake. Because we've got loads we can get from here if we want to do that contract. Now, what are we going to do buying? Do we go and try and buy 7 and 6? And then have these and put stuff in here? Do we go for something bigger like 29? What are we looking at price for 29? 700,000. It's not bad, you know. But then do we go for the little ones? Do we go for 721,000? 113,000? Do we get a couple of little ones so we can put different crops in? There's so many different things we could do. I really do want to have a go at some onions, though. And the alfalfa. Never done alfalfa on here. So alfalfa we can do some sugar cane, clover, field grass, carrots, and onions. We've definitely got to try them. Definitely got to have a go through trying them. So at least we've now got carrots done. Do we go for 7 and 8? Do we go bigger? I think let's build up the money a little bit more. I mean, we're not doing too bad. 1.6 million. We've got some carrots that we can sell. Let's build it up. And then we can look at fields. I think having some little fields, because there's plenty of big ones on there. So we could have a couple of little fields. And then maybe go for something like 29. But then do we go by the cow pastures? There's so many decisions. If we buy the cow pastures, what do we get for the cow pastures? Oh, wow. 680,000. We get a nice big field 3 and 2 cow pastures. We could do that. So many different things we could do. So I think then I'm going to have a think about what we could do. Do we buy, because we could buy a couple of little fields as well as field 3. Do we go straight in and get some cows? Do we get pigs? Ooh, it's all going on. There's so much opportunity on this map. I love it. So I think while we do that, while I have a think of that, then we're going to leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe as well, and turn the little bell icon on so you never miss an episode of Stone Valley. Thanks for watching. See you next time.